Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are baking with the kids. We are doing some Brookie muffins using some Foodstirs baking mixes. These are some of my all-time favorite baking mixes because they're healthy and they're organic and they're clean. So we opened up the box. There's always coupons inside, which I love. And I have George here helping me, George Jr. Those are the little hands you see. So we pour the brownie mix in our bowl. And then we're gonna crack 2 eggs. So at this point, he asked to crack the eggs and I'm really trying to let them do more. So I went ahead and let him crack them into a bowl off to the side just to avoid any eggshells getting into our brownie mix. We did follow the recipe pretty closely, but I will share a few differences that we did do. So I always swap out vegetable oil for coconut oil. And this is the Carrington Farms cooking coconut oil. Same measurement as it would have asked for vegetable oil. And then we went ahead and added our tablespoon of water, which right away I knew I've used this brownie mix before and I know that it's extremely thick. So when you actually make it, you have to spread it into the pan with a spatula, but they're so good. But we wanted it a little thinner. So I went ahead and had him add 1 more tablespoon of water, and then I think we probably add 1 more just to get it to the consistency that we want in order to scoop it into our muffin cups. So I'm just kind of getting the whisk out of there, checking the consistency of what I'd like it to be. And then I think we add a little bit more water. So yep, there he goes. He's gonna scoop that in there for me. And then after this, we switch and we let his sister make the cookie part, and then he comes back to help me. And ignore the camera shaking also. Caden was literally not interested in helping with this baking project today, but he was interested in doing flips in the living room floor, and he was literally shaking the entire house. So, all right, so the brownie mix is done. So now me and Anastasia are going to work on the chocolate chippy cook mix. We also really love these cookies. You can do so many different things with these mixes. You can add extra things to it. Usually that brownie mix I actually add chocolate chips to, but because we were mixing it with the cookie mix, I did not add any extra chocolate chips. So she goes ahead, does the same thing. We crack the egg off to the side. And then I knew, just from my baking experiences, I know that if you add an extra egg, it gets a little bit more cake-like. So later on, you'll see me add an extra egg, and that's why. The recipe actually just calls for the 1 egg, and it also calls for 6 tablespoons of butter, softened. And I actually had to soften mine in my microwave because I forgot to let it sit out at room temperature. So I just quickly microwaved it for like 15 seconds, and then you turn it so that it doesn't melt completely. And then I think that I'm just looking for something to stir this with. So yeah, sorry that took so long. So I went ahead and break up the cookie mix and I get it started. And I'm so reluctant on handing over the spatula when the mix is this dry, and I really need to be better at just letting them do it. But they make a mess, and I just, I need to let them do it though next time. So I think that at this point, I'm like, yep, I need that other egg. I felt bad right there. She reached her hand out. She was like, let me do it. And then I went ahead and cracked the egg. So I'm so bad. I'm a bad mom. So I need to let them do things more often. So, because she didn't really feel like she had done very much. So I went ahead and handed the bowl over. There's more shaking of the camera because Caden is in the background being crazy. So I let Anna mix that all up until it's a pretty good consistency. And then we are going to move on to getting everything into the muffin pan. At this point, she was like, my arm's hurting. I'm going to just stand behind the camera. She's very good at video recording. So that's why she was like, you do this, my arm's hurting. I'll just make sure you're still in camera. All right, so now we're gonna switch over to the muffin pan, and for our muffin pans, I use these really cool silicone cups that I found on Amazon. I'll see if I can link those down below in the description for you. And the plan here is to do like 2 scoops of each mix in each spot of the batter. And then I'm just showing Georgie what I want him to do at this point. He's like, give me the friggin' scoop, Mom. Like, hand over the scoop. And this is really eye-opening. Like, now I know that I need to just let them do it and just clean up the mess later. So now we're gonna speed this video up and we're gonna fill up all our muffin cups and then we're gonna bake these bad boys up. Be right back. All right, so we finished filling those up and here is the finished product. We dollop that Nutella on top and these things are amazing. Perfect out of the oven, perfect for lunches, perfect for after school snacking. Thanks for coming by, guys.